Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new to this channel. So I picked this up at a second-hand shop in my local town. My sister actually wants it for her daughter, so she asked if I could grab that and do something with it for her. So I went in there. It was $395, far too much because it's only pine, but she really liked it. Her daughter really liked it, so we're going to do something with it. So it's got a few scratches and dings on it, but nothing that can't be repaired. Her first idea was to actually paint it and have an ocean themed paint on it, so like transfers maybe, different tones of blue, but she has since changed her mind. She now wants it to be just sanded down, restained in two tones. She wants to be able to see the wood grain. So that's what we're going to do with it. The mirrored glass had it, as you can see here, so that does need to be replaced. So my niece has picked the knobs, she's picked the material for the seat, and she's picked the colour of the stain. So first up, take that mirror down and then go ahead and give it a really good clean. Must get all the grease off. If there's grease on it, paint won't stick properly, so give it a really good clean and then give it a rinse with water to get that soap off as well. So remove the hardware. It's just wooden knobs which left quite big holes in the drawer. So two of them were screwed on and the other three little ones were just glued in. So just give those a little hand to loosen and twist and pull those straight off. And just remove the frame for the mirror so it's easy to sand. So I've just spent the last couple of hours trying to sand this down. I tried using my two electric sanders and I think they're both knackered. They're pretty old. It's time I invested in a new one. So what I'm thinking, I might head to town and buy some citrus strip. I've heard good things about it. It's not as toxic as the normal paint strippers. So yeah, I might just go to town and get some of that. And we'll strip this varnish off and then we'll sand it. So I've got me citrus strip. It says here on the container, no harsh fumes. It removes dried latex and oil-based paint, strips multiple layers. So we'll go and give this a try. I've done a few of the drawers already. I'm just going to do the last one and show you. So it has a nice citrus smell. There's no strong smell at all. But you still need to wear protective gloves, glasses, and have some ventilation. I've got the garage door open. So what I do is I've just scuff sanded the varnish just so the citrus strip can penetrate easier. So go ahead and pour quite a bit on. It needs to be relatively thick. Spread that all over. So you want a good coverage so it stays moist and just keeps working for you. You don't want it to be drying out. Try not to move it around too much, just get it where you want it. And then what I did, and was going to do with this one as well, is I'm going to cover it with Glad wrap or saran wrap, I think they call that in America. And that'll just, I'll just leave it mucking around with it too much now. Cover it with your plastic wrap and that'll keep it moist so it doesn't dry out on you. Now you can actually leave it overnight if you want to. I will probably just leave it till late this afternoon and see how well it works. Here we go. Put that with the others. And now I'll just go and scuff sand the rest of the vanity dresser and put citrus on that as well. This is probably the most difficult piece, is these turned brackets for the mirror. Getting all the, trying to scuff sand this. But of course it all has to be done by hand. But it's okay, I'll get there eventually. I just need to take these brackets off that hold the mirror in place. So I can sand it properly. That's run pretty tight. There we go. No. Right, now that's all ready for the citrus strip. Wipe off all the dust and cover that. Whew, these are a nightmare. It takes so long. You can see why people like to paint things rather than refinish, restore. But it'll be worth it in the end. It's going to look really nice. And it is for my niece. And she's the one that has chosen to have, she wants to see the wood grain. So, yeah. It's only pine, but I think it'll look quite nice. She's going to have it two-toned. Two different stains. Well, it's actually the same colour stain, but you can actually lighten the stain, which I'm going to do. So the drawers will be a light colour and the rest is going to be dark. And I may do some light rings as well. So after this citrus strip that's been put on here, and after I sand it right down, we'll have a look then, and I'll just confirm with her then which colours she wants dark and which she wants light. I am going to have to invest in a better sander though. A new one. I definitely need a new one. Okay, the moment of truth. Left this about 4 hours. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Right, I've just got this metal scraper that I'm going to use. Just be very careful though not to scratch your wood. Let's see. Oh. Okay, coming off okay. It's certainly taken the top layer of varnish off it. Now, I'm just going to get a steel wool and just take off the excess. You can dip this in mineral spirit, that's what I did. Or if you've got some stubborn areas of varnish still on there, just dip it in the citrus strip and work away at it until the varnish comes off. You can see a little bit still stuck there, I can feel them with fingers. Let's get those a good work out, and that'll remove. And let's wipe that off with the rag. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now we'll just wait till it's completely dry and sand off that stain that remains there. So with these grooves here, there's a bit of a lip there. Just grab your end of your tool and just run that along there carefully. And that'll get rid of any that's stuck in that little gap. So don't use these gloves. These are just nitrile gloves. They just ate through it straight into my fingers. So yeah, get yourself some really good, maybe dishwashing gloves, something a bit thicker. That's a disaster. So before I start sanding, I'm just going to fill these holes where the draw knobs were, because I won't be using those, and I don't need big gnarly holes like this. So I'm just going to fill it up with some wood filler for now, and then I'll re-drill my holes later on. I've decided to take this top panel off, this top shelf, and I think it'd be easier to sand, get right in here if it's off. I'll go ahead and take that off. Only 2 screws holding it on. There we go. Don't know if you can see or not, but the varnish has come off really well here, and there's just one tiny little patch here, and I can feel it's very shiny and smooth there, and the rest is back to the wood. So yeah, that's pretty good. One coat of the citrus strip, and it's got pretty much all of it off, just that tiny little patch to redo. So I'm really pleased with the citrus strip. Okay, I got my decent gloves this time. Let's do the top. This has been sitting for about 4 hours. Okay. So you can clearly see the varnish on the end of that scraper. This is working a treat. Wow. So once again, I'm just going to clean off the excess. I've got some steel wool here, Just grab one of those, put in a bit of mineral spirits and just get rid of any excess that you have left on there. So I've done the legs. I've put the citrus strip all over the legs and Glad wrap, and I've left it there for about 2 hours. So now I'm going to remove the Glad wrap and try and get all this varnish off the legs. I've got a toothbrush and I've got some mineral terps. So let's do this leg first. Ugh. I've also got my stylo wheel, and I'm just gonna use the stylo to get the bulk of it off. It's coming away good. Toothbrush to get into all the little bits. That's a lot better. 1 down, 4 to go. Whew, 5 done. Oh. Now for the main part. No, I'm going to buy a sander. Definitely going to buy a sander. Right, now I'm going to take this glass out, this mirror, because it's so badly damaged. So, let's see if we can get this off without breaking it. Wow, that's loose already. So I finally brought myself a new sander. I'm so excited. It's an AEG. My husband has lots of AEG tools, battery operated, so that's why I got this particular sander, so I could use all his batteries. Let's see how well this works. Wow. That is going to save me so much time. So glad I got it. Awesome. Just found that this corner here is pulling apart. There's some old glue in here I just need to get out, and then I'll re-glue that and I'll clamp that. So now I need to get into all the little grooves. I have this Pro Sand contour sanding sponge. They're 120 grit. They're foam on one side and quite a rough sandpaper on the other. They're supposed to last longer than sandpaper, so we'll see how that goes. They work alright. Probably better for the spindled legs. What you also can do is just roll up a sheet of sandpaper. This is 100 grit, and do it like this. So I've done all my sanding. Now it's time to put some stain on. This is the stain I'm using. It's Feast Watson Proof Tint. It's a traditional spirit-based furniture interior stain. So let's go ahead and do that. Next step is to stain these drawers, but I just need to get out the little dark bits of leftover stain that's in these grooves. I'm just using one of my old sandpaper things off the sander. Right, I'm going to do these drawers now. I'm going to do them lighter, same colour but just a lighter tone. I'm going to reduce the colour by using this Proof Tint colour reducer. So I'll probably use 2/3 of this to 1/3 of the stain, maybe even 3/4 actually, and then just put a little bit of the Japan brown in there. If it's not dark enough, I'll just keep adding stain till I get it the the colour that I want, the tone that I want. Right, let's see what this looks like. I'm going to keep stirring it because it separates. Okay, that's too light. Although I might just go and do them all, wait till it dries and then do them again. I have the mirror frame as well to do, so I'll do that at the same time because they need to be exactly the same as the drawers. So I've just done this one a bit darker, and I think that's about the right tone I need. Right, now it's time to put some wipe-on poly. It's an oil-based polyurethane varnish. It's just a wipe-on one, so I'm just going to use a sponge to do these drawers. And we'll see how they turn out. These are the knobs she's chosen for her vanity dresser. I'm just going to spray paint the silver bits on there. So I've just wrapped them in some masking tape and I'm just going to give them a spray with this enamel classic metallic gold. Interior, exterior use, plastic, wood, metal crafts. So fast drying, water resistant, anti-fading. So just give it a light sand in between layers of your varnish, just to make sure there's no bits of dust and things stuck on there. And then give it a wipe down, make sure all the dust is gone. And we'll give it one more layer of wipe on poly and then it will be done. If you've enjoyed this video, do me a favour and just hit the thumbs up button for me. That will help my algorithms. Much appreciated, guys. So here's a reminder what it looked like before. And now. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.